Hey everybody, welcome back. It's another gameplay video with old Pappy. Thanks for tuning in. As always, as I always say, click the like button, the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support. And today we're going to be looking at the Ao Guang, which is one of the cool robots, the dragon robots that came out a little while ago. But it's kind of cool because now there's a new skin that you can get with your Operation Pass. It's the Robobot skin. And one of the things I really like about it is that it gives you a plus 5% boost in your health. So it's kind of cool, isn't it, that you can get these skins that will actually boost your health, boost your durability. It's not just aesthetics for a paint job anymore. And so now that I got this new skin, which is kind of a cool shiny metallic skin, I thought to myself, well, why not blow the dust off this thing, get it out of my hangar, and onto the battlefield. I got to admit, when I do use my dragon bots, I usually use the Ao Guang, which of course is the one that breathes fire. This one has a bit of a different ability. It's called Dragon Fangs. And when you activate the ability, it gets an increase in speed and it gets 80% damage resistance as it flies through the air. And it also shoots missiles with about 500-meter range. It's a missile launcher that kind of acts like a Hydra, but it fires 4 missiles per second and does a little bit less damage per missile. But it can fire up to 26 missiles per activation. So, the cool thing about it is that it really gives you some added punch when you're flying through the air at your enemies. And so my video today is going to look at what are some of the combinations you can use to make this robot work. Now, obviously, I think a lot of guys, if you do see them out there, they're using Columbus rockets or they're using Scourge. Now, of course, the Columbus has 500-meter range but has splash damage, and the Scourge is a lock-on weapon with 600-meter range, and the closer you get, the more damage it does. Well, I'm not going to be testing either of those ones because you actually see a lot of them on the battlefield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a few other options for both close-up attack and also for long-range attack. And so let's just get started. Jumping right into it, I'm going to throw on 3 Terrans. They're a weapon that's been out for quite a long time now. 350-meter range, shoot bursts of heated plasma. They can go through energy shields, but not hard shields. And you know what? There was a little bit of a nerf in the update 5.3, but I still think that they pack quite a punch. And while this maybe isn't an intuitive build for this, because you've got to get up close and personal in terms of danger, I'm finding that it actually is turning out to be a pretty good option. Now, you saw there when I activated my ability, the missiles started firing as I was flying. But one of the things I like about the Terran is I like the fact that when I do choose to attack with that 80% damage resistance, I can actually take out my enemy pretty quick. So you see what I'm doing here. The guy's kind of hiding underneath the bridge there a little bit, but I'm hitting this guy from distance with my missiles. I'm a little bit out of range with my Terrans, but I was able to cause a little bit of a damage with that guy. And I'm just kind of waiting here, just biding my time. I'm going to basically try to attack maybe this guy ahead of us, maybe the guy off to the right. I haven't quite decided yet. Let's just see. Okay, so I'm in range, and I start to hit the guy. And I'm really taking down his health fast. And there you go. I got the kill. Now, let's just get up here and get this guy in range, use my ability. Someone took him out before I got there. But look at this. I attack. I can hit the guy. I'm hitting him with the missiles and the Terrans. Boom. Double kill. So that's a pretty quick and powerful punch that I can pack here. Now, someone hit me with a damage-reducing ability there. And I kind of put myself in a bad position, didn't I, here? I kind of flew out and landed in no man's land. That's one of the things I would say if you are going to use any of these dragon bots, be really careful because they sort of come to a gliding stop. They don't just stop when your ability stops. You'll drift down. It's kind of cool. It's more like real world physics, if you will. But when you get up in the air, you're kind of coasting forward. You got to time your landing. In fact, it's kind of funny. I was actually playing, I think it was my Ao Guang on the castle map one time, and the very first time I flew it, I was really excited. So I flew down towards the bridge and totally mistimed it, and I flew and landed, like overshot the bridge and landed in the water down below. And of course, some of my clanmates were roasting me pretty good afterwards. Some guy put down in a comment on the Facebook page that, hey, Pappy, it looks like you need a little bit more practice sticking the landing, eh? So that was kind of funny. But anyway, it's a bit of a learning curve. let's see what we can do here again. I get up in the air, I'm shooting my missiles. See, and one of the cool things about it, see how I'm going up and over that barrier? So I'm safe. Guy comes around the corner. Oh, he's got that damage suppression, but I had enough power in those Terrans to take him out. See, that would have been a very dangerous situation. That guy was in a blitz, and he has a ability to suppress my weapons there. So I was very fortunate that I had just enough strength left to take him out there. All right, who else should we target here? Okay, I'm within the 350 meter range. And Ares has a shield up. Normally, that's not a good idea to be shooting a guy with his Ares shield up, but I just want to get in there and kind of hit this guy with the missiles. And look at this off to the distance on the left-hand side there. There's another dragon bot was hitting me. Isn't that funny? So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, eh? I was up there hitting that Ares, and in the meantime, another dragon was off in the distance hitting me, another Ao Guang with the exact same ability. So, you know, one of the cool things about the bot is it is becoming a bit more popular. I think this Robobot skin is really bringing out a lot of guys who maybe bought the dragon bot and then kind of stuck it away because they fell in love with its brother bot, the Ao Guang. So hopefully this new 5% health increase will give it a bit of new life. Okay, so that's Terrans. Now let's check out the WASP here. Now I'm speeding up the gameplay a bit because I want to get across this riverbed. Let me just hustle on over here and get this beacon, and then I'm going to turn left and I'm going to see how center's looking. Now if anybody has used the WASP, it's a 600 meter range weapon, packs a bit of a punch, and it has this venom, this sort of venom quality acid damage thing that basically when you hit your enemy it does additional. You can see the little dot above there dripping down. That signifies that there's actually extra damage being caused every time you hit somebody. Now again, 600 meter range, so on this map it's pretty good. Pairs well with the missile weapons, but I'm not 100% a big fan of it. Now, I think one of the reasons is that even though it does pack a punch, it doesn't really have enough power to totally take someone out. And it takes a lot of accuracy, actually, to be able to stay on target. And so you see what happens here. A guy locked me down, and I'm taking damage. I managed to get that guy, or at least somebody else did. I helped take him down, but it's not really a brawling weapon. And so, if someone tries to charge me, if I find myself suddenly in close quarters, I'm really limited in terms of what I can do here. It's not like the Ao Guang, where you have that fire-breathing special built-in ability that can protect you if you activate it. There you go. So that didn't take very long to take me out there. So if I was going to be equipping my dragon here with a weapon, I probably would not choose the WASP. Now, of course, here's everybody's favorite troll weapon, right? The HYDRAS is sort of the big sister of the infamous spirals. Homing missiles, 600 meter range, and already you're starting to see here some of the many drawbacks of trying to equip this build. I mean, it totally is a camper build. I tried shooting an Ares, and the first thing it did after the first missile hit was he put his energy shield on. I tried hitting another guy in this match, and he had an Ansel shield. I think it was one of the dash bots had an Ansel shield, and my missiles barely even had enough power to take his shield down. I'm going to try to come over here again. Boom. You see what happens. The guy puts his Ares shield on. My missiles aren't doing enough damage to actually really kill anybody here. And, the funny thing is that I do end up taking one or two guys out in this game. And I think one of them's coming up right now. Yeah, I'm pelting the guy, and then I can hit the missiles. I do take out one or two guys with this, but it really is a detriment to my team more than an advantage. I mean, if I was on the battlefield with a bunch of randoms and I saw a guy running this setup, I'd be pretty down, I think, because he really can't hold beacons. You run this if you really want to camp. Maybe if you're playing team deathmatch and there's some guy at the back of the map that's just driving you crazy, it would be sort of the last spot you take out to kind of take out those stragglers who are hiding, take out fellow campers. I got a kill there, but still not a big fan. Too many shields out there, too many ways to counter that build. And so anyway, on to our final setup for this video. These are with the old tried and true ORCANS. Now, these are 300 meter range. And again, I am not a big fan. Now, this is a bad map to show this on, but I'm not a big fan because I need to get up close and personal, extremely close for these to be useful. 300 meters. The problem is that my ability is really a long-range camping ability, and I don't really have the firepower these days to actually take someone out with my 3 ORCANs. And you can see what's happening here. Look, isn't that ironic? I'm getting hit by an Ao Guang myself. The guy's pelting me and pelting me. I'm trying to get in close enough to hit him with my ORCANs. Slow. This compared to the Ao Guang, this is a really slow flying robot. And I kind of am getting this guy. I'm up close, but look at the guy. Boom, takes me down. So, what are my thoughts? What do I think is the best outfit for this robot? Well, I think Scourge is great because with the lock-on, I mean, obviously that's what everybody's using. You get the 600 meter range, but once you lock on, it's sort of aim and forget it. And then you can fly around, you can pelt people with your missiles, and you can scourge the life out of people from a distance without worrying about missing target like you would say with a WASP. It also allows you to fight up close and far away. However, of all the builds I just showed you, I actually think if I had to choose one, it would be the Terrans. I was really impressed with the punch and the power, and the missiles were a nice complement to it, but I don't need to rely on them to do my damage for me. So I can hit people at 350 meter range, hit them with a few missiles, glide back to safety and get ready to do it again. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of tutorial sort of review of some of the weapons, and I really enjoy the new Robobot skill, or skin I should say. It's really cool with the 5% added health. I'm going to use it. It probably isn't going to be in my main hangar, but I'm going to go out and have fun with it anyway, and if you see me flying above, give me a shout and a wave. As always, if you like the video, please click subscribe, and give it a like and tell your friends. I really appreciate all the support. So until next time, it's old Pappy signing off, and I'll see you on the battlefield.